Hey everyone, hope you all are doing great. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all who all are joining us globally. I am Parth Varu, Events and Program Manager for Microsoft Reactor Bengaluru. And yes, I welcome you all to yet another episode of Copilot Chronicles with our MVP Dr. Gomati today. And yes, unfortunately, our developer advocate Kamal Shri is bit not well, so we'll have it lined up accordingly. Not to worry. Before we start our today's event, let's go through our code of conduct. We all are here to learn together, participate together. So please be respectful of other people's views, understanding the differences. Be kind and considerate in a way we all engage. Yes, we do encourage you all to participate. Please drop all your questions in the comment section and we will pick it up from there. Now, I would not like to delay further. I have Dr. Gomati at the backstage, and now I'd like to bring her on deck. Hey, hi, Dr. Gomati. How are you doing?
Hi, Path. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm on well. We are very excited with today's series on Copilot Chronicles. It
hmm
says like from manual to magical, business central with Copilot. So,
Yeah.
yes, the floor is all yours. You can get started with them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope, Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all who are here in this. So, here it's evening in India. So, it's great to see you all here. And today I'll be just showing you like how you can use Copilot in Business Central. What are the key Copilot features which are there added this particular wave. So that is what we are going to see in this complete session. So before we dive in, I'll just give you a small introduction about myself. So I'll not take more than a minute. So I'm Dr. Gomati. I did my doctorate in data, machine learning and data science. So I'm a Microsoft Certified Trainer Community Lead as well. I'm a Microsoft Most Valuable Professional, Microsoft Learn Expert, and I have published two books on Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. One is about implementation guide, and another one is about MBA 20 examination. And I am a Asia and India Book of Record holder for my tool, which I developed for my PhD. And recently, I received the Enrique Lima Award for Asia region, which is a prestigious award given to the MCDs. So I hold nearly 9 certification in Microsoft, and I'm very happy, proud of being a Microsoftian. So this is the agenda overview. So today we'll be understanding what is Business Central. Of course, those who are here who may already know what is Business Central, but I just wanted to give a small introduction about Business Central. I'll be telling you what are the challenges in the manual process. Why should we avoid processing, like doing everything manually, and what are the Copilot feature in Business Central, and also the benefits of the Copilot in Business Central with some case studies, if possible, in between. I'll be just adding up, and then finally, let's just wind up with a Q&A. So, yes, let us just understand what is Business Central. Business Central is more than just an accounting tool. It's an ERP tool. It's a comprehensive business management solution that's been specifically designed with a small and medium-sized enterprise in mind. Okay, now what does it actually mean? What do you mean by the designed for small and medium sizes? What think of Business Central as your organization's digital backbone. So it brings together all the core aspects of your business, your finances, operations, sales, and customer services. So which integrates them into one of the unified platforms. So you can use Power BI, you can use Power App, Power Automate, everything inside. You can bring in the additional apps as well. Okay, so that is what a Business Central it is. Okay, so let's say you run a small distribution company, and with Business Central, you can track incoming and outgoing inventory in a real time. You can generate financial reports automatically at the each end of each month. You can monitor customer orders and the fulfillments, as well as you can even manage your cash flow and the vendor payments, all from a single dashboard. And what's even better, it's a cloud based. You also have an on premise. Okay, you also have a soft, like it's like a tool you can download and use it. But I love this cloud based thing. So whether you're working from your office or at home or on the go, you can just access your data securely anytime and anywhere. So Business Central helps SMEs work smarter, not harder, and as well as by unifying their business processes and giving them more powerful insights to drive and growth. Okay, so this is what about the Business Central. So the key features and functionalities of Business Central, as I told, it combines, all the traditional ERP capabilities with the modern cloud services, giving businesses a robust, flexible platform to manage wide range of operations all in one place. So you can think about accounting, procurement, project management, supply chain operations, and anything. So traditional ERPs systems were large on-premise solutions used by a big enterprise, but with Business Central, Microsoft has brought that same level of functionality to the and the medium-sized businesses in the cloud. Okay, so you can even think about, like you can even think about and streamlining the process, improve scalability, and financial control. So, as I told, you have financial management, which is the heart of any business, right? Financial management, which is also a heart of Business Central. So you can manage everything from the general ledger, budgeting, bank reconciliation, and the fixed assets to the cash flow forecasting. So, for example, imagine you are the finance manager of a retail company. With Business Central, you can generate real time financial reports, track expenses by department, and automate the tax calculation all in a few clicks. And if you take project management, which is like a special feature, especially like if you take a Business Central, if the business and business deals with clients' projects or internal initiatives, you can manage resources, track job costs, monitor progress, and analyze the profitability. So let's say you run an IT company, you can assign consultants to the project, monitor their billable hours, set budgets, and see whether the project is profitable or not, all within the same system. Talking about the sales and service management. So, the Business Central helps you manage your sales pipeline, customer interaction, and after sales services. For example, a sales rep can track leads, convert them to the opportunities, send quotes, manage orders, and even handle service tickets, all linked to the customer record. This improves customer engagement and the satisfaction. And talking about the operation management, this covers like inventory, supply chain manufacturing, warehouse management. It ensures that your goods and services flow smoothly from supplier to the customer. So, for example, if you are managing a distribution business, Business Central can help you optimize the stock level, automatically reorder the products when inventory is low. It will enable. So, it will send an email or it will trigger something like the product is below, and even plan delivery schedules. So, all these are possible with the help of the Business Central. Okay, so all these features work together on a unified platform. So your department aren't working in silos, like sales can see what's in stock, finance knows what projects are active, and customers get instant access to order history. So this is how you can just use your Business Central to anything. Okay, so to anything. And talking about the manual process, anyhow, even if it is Business Central, it's if it is error, like let's just talk about the pain points many business usually faces, because they have to enter everything. No, it's like this. So you can see here, even if you want to enter the customer card, you have to enter everything. You have to enter what are the address, contacts, invoicing. All these details we have to fill it up, right? So there comes the problem, especially relying on the manual process, like errors. When you are manually entering the data in the Business Central, mistakes are almost inevitable, whether it's a misplaced decimal or a typo error, or typo error in the invoice, or updating a wrong record. Imagine someone has accidentally typed 10,000 instead of 1,000 for a vendor payment. So that one error could throw off your books, right? Delay reconciliation and requires hours of follow up and delays in workflows. So manual approval, printed documents, and back and forth emails slow everything down. So a sales order might. So here we'll be seeing like how the sales order automations works. So here you have a sales order automation agent where you just set it up. If someone is giving you an order, so immediately you'll be getting an email. Immediately you will receive it, and you can just send um, like whether you want to approve or how you can just proceed with that. Okay, and data tracking with the different teams using a different tool. It will be very hard to track your data and compliance and compliance, which is very harder to maintain, right? So manually keep track of compliance requirements such as tax filings or industry regulations or leaves. Like it is very hectic to understand. So missing GST deadline or incorrectly calculating a tax could lead to a penalties and damage your company's credibility, right? So that is where all these manual process comes in. Okay, data tracking and everything. So impact, like if we are not having, if we are not using any AI or something in our thing, like what happens is what these are the impacts which will reduce our productivity and efficiency, like the manual processes and your missed opportunities. You may miss the opportunities if you miss the sales order or something which is coming to your email. And nowadays the market is very competitive. It's not easy to survive without AI. So everywhere AI started booming up. So that's where Copilot comes into the picture. So you all know what is Copilot. So Copilot is an AI agent. You can see Copilot in your laptop. Nowadays, most of the laptops comes with a Copilot button. Even in my laptop I have a Copilot button. Okay, it's an AI assistant. You can see Copilot in PPTs like a PowerPoint, Word, everywhere. You are packed with the AI agent. So also we have Copilot in Business Central. Okay, so that is the power of Copilot here. So it's actually an AI assistance in Business Central for the business, where you can just use nowadays, like you can use the Copilot chat. Here you can see there is a Copilot chat on the right side. Just click on that. You can see you can find a lot of options here. Like if you wanted to learn something, if you want Business Central to explain you something, anything is possible with the help of the Copilot. Okay, that is the power of Copilot. So intelligent suggestions, it will give you automation. This is general about the Copilot. So what happens when Copilot is integrated with the Business Central? So it will give you it will automate the repetitive task for you, and here it is really helpful when you, for example, it will give you your productivity will be boosted, like it will give you a seamless integration to the overall platform. As you can see, if for example you just think about someone who is starting this Copilot newly, someone is starting this Business Center newly. So if they don't know what is a sales order, okay, so he can simply go and ask explain sales order. Okay, so once if he types something explain sales order, so what happens is Copilot will specifically go and search about the sales order in Business Central. So it will find the Microsoft Learn C. So it is finding something for you. A sales order is a document of record. So what it is and how it works. And you can even search how to use the sales order in your Business Central. These are the recommendation comes from the Business Central, that is the Microsoft Learn, specifically for the Business Central related terms, like because we are asking for the sales order specifically in Business Central, right? So that is why it is coming like this. Okay, so like this, if as someone who is coming newly to this Business Central, and if you don't know, if he or she don't know what is that and he or she wants to explore more, so they can simply go ahead and try this. Okay, so they can go and check for this sales order. So this is one of the feature of Copilot. So here in this link you can find various Copilot feature which are coming up in the wave 2. So we are in wave 1. I think wave 2 release started. So they'll be just releasing everything one by one. Okay, so you can see what are all the features which are there, which are already available in the business central. Okay, autofill fields, everything. So this today we'll be discussing about this autofill fields and everything. Okay, so this is the wave release of Copilot. Specifically, I'm just talking about the Copilot. Okay, so it has that AI integration, right? Because how this Copilot is working, because it has AI integration. Next comes the benefits of Copilot Business Central. So if you wanted to enhance your automation, the task automation enhancement is possible with the help of the Copilot. Okay, so the task automation you can think about, and as usual, it will boost your productivity. Okay, so it will give you intelligent insights, and of course, you all have GitHub Copilot in your Visual Studio Code, which really helps you to write the code completely. Like you can simply go ahead, start typing something. It is suggesting you the entire code, how the code should work. So that is what the power of Copilot here. Okay, so it also helps you to like boost your productivity and efficiency, and also for the decision making and insights. Okay, so today I'll be showing you how to use the autofill and the sales order in the Copilot. Gradually, if time permits, we can also discuss about other. I'll just give you the overview. What are the other Copilot features which are available? Okay, let us just go to the demo point. So the autofill feature is actually released, I think, last week. Okay, so autofill feature is there. So I'll just show you the demo, and also I will discuss like what are the thing which is not possible, like this autofill feature, where this autofill feature is available and where this autofill feature is not available. So everything I'll be telling you. So here is the demo. So Copilot autofill feature will assist you by automatically filling the editable fields. Again, I'm telling it is only for the editable fields, and it's an editable blank field. Okay, so you can use autofill when creating or modifying the record. Okay, so this will suggest. So here you can see that once you move your cursor, you can see that it is showing some like diamond like symbol, right? This is the Copilot feature which is added to the fields, which means that for this particular field the autofill feature is enabled. Okay, okay, before going further, let me just tell you, if you wanted to access this, you should know in which version you should be. Okay, you should be in the 26th version. Okay, how to check that 26th version? You can just go to the admin center. First thing, you have to check your version. You can see which version you are using. My current version is 26. Okay, so if it is below 25, I hope this autofill feature is not enabled. Okay, this is the first one you have to do. And the second one is what? You have to go and search for Copilot. You can see Copilot and agent capabilities. So in this, you should be very careful that whether all these are enabled. So you can see here chat, analyze list, summarize, autofill, number series suggestion. So all these are active. Okay, if this is not active, you have to go and make it active, then only it will work. So this one, marketing text suggestion, got it? So you should enable it. If you haven't enabled so far, please go and enable it, or else it will not work out. If even if your version is updated, if it is not enabled, you cannot see that. Okay, so now we are in autofill. Okay, so in the autofill, this suggestions are based on your business central data, such as like what you're using frequently and recently used values, or it can be an AI generated based on an option, values, lookups, or the page context. Okay, and this autofill is the preview feature only. So preview feature in the sense which aren't meant for the production use and might have restricted functionality. You cannot use it in the production environment. So what is the production environment? This is what I am using it in the sandbox environment. Production environment is a live environment. Like if you want to make your app live, so we'll be making it as a production environment. So this feature is not available for the production environment. Okay. Usually, all the new features will be available only for the sandbox environment. And once it is clearly approved, once it is available generally, then we can use it everywhere. Okay. So what is the prerequisite is what your autofill should be activated and you should have the required permission. Okay, I showed you, right? Like Copilot and AI feature, it should be enabled. Okay, and this Copilot feature is validated and supported only in English. You cannot try any other language. Okay, so while it can be used in other languages, it might not function as expected. Okay, so the language quality might vary because based on the interaction to the system and the setting, because this is a preview feature. Okay, so where these autopilot features are available is what only in the customer card or the sales order. I am in the customer card, so this is the customer card. Or if you go and find the sales order, you can find the autofill feature, but not in any other pages. Okay, you cannot find it in any other pages. And autofill works on editable fields in the fast tab added to a card and document page. It is available only to the card and the document page only. It is not available for the list pages. Even so, what is that list page? If you just go back, this is the list page. Okay, so you cannot find the you cannot find this Copilot like autofill feature in the list page. If you click on new, you can find the Copilot autofill feature here, and only if the page is editable. Okay, and then it is not available for the worksheet pages as well, and it is not available for the setup pages like company information, general ledger setup, and assisted setup like setup sales stats, setup ongoing email, like all these things are not available, and task dialogues box, so it's not available. And also the autofill feature is not available for the fact box pane, um, multi-line text field, non-editable field, date and time field. Okay, toggle switches. These are all not available. Okay, let me just type something here in the autofill feature. I'm just going to type some name here. Okay, let me just see any other name which is available here in the customer. Okay, Gomati is there, fine. So I'm just typing this. Okay, and if I press this suggest the value, okay, this is the autofill feature, and if I click show suggestion, it is actually working. Okay, it is working on it, and slowly it will just give you the response. So what happens is what, see, it is giving you a suggestion on the top. You can see that it is showing, it has suggested three suggestion like auto filling options for you. You can check it here, right, on the top. Keep all three. If you want to keep all these things three with you, then you can keep it, or else you can go and check. Why it is showing Gomati Srinivasan? Because Gomati S is already available. Okay, and then salesperson code, it is showing BC, and it is showing C102 as a document sending profile. And you can also find that this autofill is not available here. It's not enabled here because it is showing only for that particular fast app. Okay, it is only showing for this. If you wanted to keep this, you can just click keep all, or else you can find it. You can just click on this drop down and check. Okay, if you want the name to be Gomati Srinivasan, yes, just keep it. If you want the sales code person to be BC, okay, fine. Or as document sending profile, if you want to, if you don't want this, just uncheck this. Okay, and then just click keep selected, so it will show you only whatever which are selected. Again, I'm just clicking for the drop down, but it is showing no Copilot suggestion available for this field to make a suggestion. As I told, your autofill field will work in a text boxes. Okay, so this is a text box. It is not a toggle. It's not a drop down, or it's not something which is like a like what to say, like a prices or something. Okay, it's not a date field. It's simply a text field which with editable property. It's like you can go and edit it. So that's why it is showing up here. Let's just come scroll down, and I'm just clicking on the address field. So I couldn't find anything here for the auto suggestion, because let me just type something. Okay, so I couldn't find something here. Let me just go down. Any possibilities for the zip code? Yes, it is trying to find the zip code. Let me just see whether it can find something for me. Okay, it didn't find the zip code, but somehow it found it's the language code is one English, because the country region is by default it has selected as US. Okay, these are only available for the few fields, and again I'm telling, this is a preview feature. You cannot find it everywhere. Okay, so this is what all about the autofill. So suggestions are generated only for the fields in the fast tab that you are on. So in which fast tab you are, accordingly your suggestions will be generated. When Copilot finds suggestion, they are automatically entered into the field in italics. So you can see that it is showing you in an italics, right? So for example, if I'm clicking here something like, okay, I'll just delete it. So if I just ask it to auto fill something for me, so initially it will show you as an italics. Okay, and you can see that it, if you want to see the complete details about the information, you can just click here, and you can see the details icon. The names go seems incomplete based on the customer number and the common naming convention. It is giving you this autocomplete Gomati Srinivasan, like that. Okay, so field remain unchanged if suggestions aren't found or they don't support the autofill feature. And when you just hover over this inning, like I'm just hovering this one, you can find that you have two options, either to accept or to reject it. If you want, accept it, or else if you don't want, you can simply reject it. It's not a thing to always like you have to accept or something. Okay, and I recommend you always review the suggestions. Okay, suggestions aren't saved until you accept them. These are the suggestions. Okay, this one which is highlighted, right, which is showing some tick and cross symbol, which is a suggestion. Until you accept it, that won't be applicable. Okay, so this is very very important. And the autofill, like Business Central also offers many other features which reduce the data entry, such as customer template, business process setting, with the default values on some pages. Like in some pages it is available, but still, because many are in the preview feature, so you cannot expect the complete and the full-fledged expected outcome of the auto fill feature. Okay, so this is the first one. And if you see, okay, it is still showing discard all. I'm just discarding everything. And the second one which I wanted to discuss is what the sales order agent. So the sales order agent actually helps you to um, automate the capturing sales order. Okay, the agent uses to analyze the customer request received via email. If some customer is sending you a request, so what it will do is immediately you can do it. So let us just try to activate it. Sometimes it's in a preview feature, so it may sometimes it may not work properly. So let me just try. So if you just click on this activate, it will tell you so whether to activate the sales agent or not. Okay, so here you have to tell like whether to make it active or not. And what it will do is, here you can see it will monitor the incoming email for the sales inquiry, and also it will matches senders to the registered customers checks inventory. Okay, so what it actually do is, what the agent uses an AI to analyze customer request received via email, locate the customer in the business central. So it will just try to find and locate the customer in the business central and engage in a multi-turn email conversation to clarify the request if important details are missing or more choices are available. So it will list all the, like, how the customer is requesting, it will list all the thing. The quote is also formatted as a PDF and includes the requested item, okay, quantities and units of the measures, price, taxes, request delivery rates, dates, and is also provides an external document reference. Okay, again, this is only a production ready preview feature. Production ready previews have some other checks and thing you we have to be very carefully. Okay, so it requires permission. Again, I'm telling, if we wanted to enable it, it requires permission. I'll check whether it is possible from my side. And it also requires the permission for the product table, and agents should have that access. Okay, there are a lot of things to consider. Let me just try to find it whether it is possible from my end, whether I can see that. Okay, so if it is possible, I'll just let you know. So here I have activated this and clicked update. Okay, if you have that possibility, just try it. Okay, so just go to the agent, and in the next space you have to add the mailbox. So if someone is registering the for example, like if someone is um, sending you a sales order, so where, in which email id it has to send. So I am just clicking this email id and click update. So whenever a customer is sending me an sales order age, like sales order request, so I'll be receiving the email, and accordingly I can take an action for that. Okay, so for this I just want to show you the flow, how it actually works. Okay, first one is the customer is who actually sends an email to business central mailbox asking for the sales code for an item. For example, if I wanted to purchase a item, so and I am the customer, so I'll be sending an email. Okay, so I am a customer. Okay, so what happens is, what this will be sent to the sales order agent, that is the second flow, which picks up 100 email from inbox and create a task with a step for reviewing in the upcoming request or incoming request. Okay, and the third one is the review and confirm. So it's the mail, the reviewer, so to whom I have sent it. Like for example, let us say, okay, the customer, some customer wants to ask me for the items and how, what is the price. So customer A is sending a email, it will be sent to the sales order agent, and I'm the reviewer, I'll be checking the email. So what is the step 4 is, what I'll be using a sales order agent to find the exact contact of the customer in the business center, and I'll find the requested item and verify whether it is available or not, and I'll create a sales code immediately. Everything are in the same process itself, and add the review step with a reply email with attached sales code as a PDF. Everything happens here. And then what happened is, what it will go to the reviewer, and again it will come to me, like I have to confirm it. Okay, and then the sixth step is what, sending a code. Okay, I'll be sending an email to the sales code, and I'll be sending a sales code as an email, and also that will be received by the customer has to review that and confirm whether the sales order that is fine or not. Okay, and then finally what happens is, what the sales order agent will add that, picks the email and add that as a review step. And finally the reviewer has to confirm the confirmation email for the sales order. And then again, so you can see the sales order agent has lot of many steps, right? So the sales order agent will convert the code to order, and then adds a review task with outgoing email confirming the order. And then finally it will come back to the reviewer, it will confirm whether we can send the order or not, and once we confirm it, it will be sent and the customer will be receiving it. It's as simple as that, but it is easily configured. But my email box, I couldn't access this, so just try this and let me know. See, I have various thing to find it out. Okay, so this is the email from Microsoft security email. So whatever the emails I'm receiving it, so I can find it here specifically the email that is specifically the sales code, sales order, whichever I am using it, I can easily find it here. Okay, so this actually uses the Microsoft Copilot Studio Messages AI interaction, which incur charge. I think it's a billing one. Okay, so if it is once it is generally available, it needs a lot of things to configure. Okay, so this is all about the Copilot agent. Likewise, we have various other Copilot features in the item. So if you just go to the item, okay, let me just show you the other Copilot feature. 1 minute, let it load. So here you can see that you already have these Copilot features. Like, see, this is also in the preview summary. Okay, the summary you can find it here. Okay, so you can find these features here like summary. Okay, this is also in the preview. You can just click start summarizing. So once I just went into a customer, okay, sorry, item. I just went into an item detail. Okay, and you can see that it is trying to summarize. Let me just show you. Yeah, the item is on the sales. You can see that it has clearly summarized this. Okay, you can see that this clearly summarized. The item is not blocked for sales. Okay, so it's indicating the availability for the customer. So it is showing the complete entire summary of this particular item. Okay, so we don't want to see go down and check what is it and how it is actually working. So you can just see here that it shows the complete summary of that particular item very clearly, right? So the summaries, it is actually summarizing. Even for this summary, you don't want to go to a specific item card. Okay, you can simply ask in the Copilot chat itself. For example, let me just show you. So this is your item. Okay, so 1003. Let's say it's 1003. I can just go here to this particular Copilot. So just I can ask summarize the item 1003. So what happens is what that is possible even in the Copilot chat. Okay, and also it is available in the specific item itself, that particular item card. If you just click here, go to that item card, you can find the summary which is also working out. Okay, so it's as simple as that, like how you wanted to use Copilot and how it has to summarize your each and every item. So the item is available or not, like it is showing the item is available for the sales, as it is not blocked for sales and not blocked for the purchasing. The standard cost is 78 rupees, everything. What is the standard cost and everything, it is clearly showing. So that is what the power of summarize feature for a specific item. Okay, so this is recently added, that's why it's showing something like a preview feature. But if you just go down, so let me just close this Copilot chat, just scroll down, like you can see there is the marketing text. This is also a Copilot. Okay, so marketing test, but this is not recently released. This was released, I think, last year. Okay, last year it was released, and you can just click create a draft. It will create a draft based on the input of this particular item. For example, see, it is showing Paris guest chair, right? It is adding a tagline for you. It is also giving a detailed description for you, and how it is actually giving the description based on the data which you have. Let me just show you the data. Let me just click cancel. So here you can see this is the data, right? Your chair, and what is the cost for this, and what is the size. If you just click on the size, like show more, it will show you how you have added the data. Accordingly, it is giving you the content for the marketing text. Okay, this is how it is. Measuring 100 centimeter height, 170 centimeter depth. All these things are we have already added in the field, input fields. Just click if you want, just click keep it, or else if you wanted to change the tone, like formal, casual, upbeat, creative, or something, you can just change the tone and regenerate it. That is fine. Okay, that is also possible here. And then if you wanted to make it like format, like for example, you just need a tagline, just click tagline and click regenerate. You can see only the tagline you are getting it, tagline plus paragraph. And how you wanted to make it even more better, you can select it and you can finally use this as well. Okay, so this is how your Copilot is slowly added to your business central in each and every phase. But for this, the only thing you have to do is what you have to enable the Copilot. So you can see here your marketing text is also added. Okay, take a seat in a timeless elegance with the Paris guest chat. So it has added these data, the whatever it has generated, right? You can also see that here. Okay, this is added to the item card. Likewise, Copilot is also there. How you can go and check? As I told, just go and select for Copilot. Okay, Copilot and agent capabilities. So here you can see we discussed about the chat, summarize, autofill, sales order agent, sales line suggestion. I'll just show you the um, how it is actually used. Just go and click sales line. Okay, it comes under sales order, I think. Uh, Okay, so almost in many important places they started using this Copilot feature. Okay, and one of the biggest thing which I really feel is what in the Copilot chat, which is there, always like whatever you ask, it will give you the response for that. Okay, that is what. So you can see here that it actually has a Copilot, like suggest a sales line. Okay, sales order. In the sales order, you have a sales line. So if you just click on this suggest a sales line, it will work. But you have to describe the quantity because we have to tell what are the quantity they needed, right? So let me just go and add something here. Let me just add something like, okay, item. Okay, the number, how many, which item they wanted to share. Okay, so let me just try whether it is working out now. I'm not sure. Okay, there are no references. Let me just try now. Okay, anyhow, just we have to add more because Copilot cannot easily predict it, like what it is and how it has to bring it. Anyhow, we have to give some inputs for that, how the sales line should be. Okay, for example, if already something which has the sales line, if you want to go and suggest it there, it will do it. I don't think so. Here we don't have that. Okay, fine. Okay, this is the customer card. Um, Let me try one more, but if it is not working out, no problem. Sales order. Okay, it is coming only for the trade research. Okay, fine. You just try it like the sales line and all the possibilities of a Copilot feature. So whatever comes under the preview features, you can try it. But anyhow, even to try the preview feature, you should have the access. You should be enabled with access. And we have tried marketing text suggestion. You just want to try two or three, like only two and three, 2 to 3 Copilot feature I haven't shown, but other than that, I have showed almost everything. So I think you can just, it's good to go. You can just go ahead and search for that. Okay, so this is how a Copilot transforms the workflow. As I told, the sales order agent, which really automates your workflow. Okay, you will be keep in track. You can keep track of your emails, whatever is happening, and it will give you a real-time insights of the data as well, and it has enhanced collaborations with your team members and everything. So here you can see, as industry is adopting to the Copilot, they will make their work easy. Okay, the work will become very easy. And instead of writing, see, just think about it. If I wanted to add a Copilot, marketing line for each and every item, If I just go and click here, if I want to write about the marketing suggestion or marketing test for the each and every item, it is really hectic for me, right? So instead what I can do is I can go ahead and select the marketing, like I can ask that marketing text to create a suggestion for me, and it is very simple as that, right? So that is how it is. It is very easy to use this Copilot. If I have it will reduce my time as well, and it it improves the operational thing. Like for example, you can just, it will enhance your operational efficiency, your productivity and everything, and it will give you a positive ROI. That is most important. Okay, and as again that is the main part, right? Your every business needs to be improved with its efficiency, operational cost, and revenue as well as. So that's all about the today's session, like shift to AI solution, because it's always recommended. I always recommend to shift to the AI solution because it always helps you to easily do your work. Like, because you don't worry about why I should use AI, because I should use my own brain. No, it's like a companion to you. You always require a companion to tell you, hey, this is correct. No, this you can just change it, but don't completely rely on Copilot or AI, because it is an machine. Okay, it's just a artificial intelligence, it's not a human intelligence, so it may make mistakes. So I always recommend you to cross check it. Okay, so and it anyhow it improves the efficiency and it has a competitive edge. Now we are already in AI era. Okay, AI is not a future, we are in AI. So always please stay ahead and keep yourself updated. That is what I can say. Okay, so if you want to know more about me, if you want to connect with me through LinkedIn or any other thing, like through any other social media, please connect with me here. I'll be happy to assist you. Let me just come back to the questions. Okay, hi, hello everyone from India, Nigeria. Sorry, I'm just seeing the hi part.
Hi, we have a question from Ajay.
Okay,
Asking like, how does the Business Central with Copilot ensure real-time adherence to policies and controls like context
okay.
data used for decision making on insight and explaining within any automation?
Okay, so yes, when we talk about automation and AI in business operation, one of the first question everyone asks is what, like, can I trust the system to follow our internal policy and regulatory rules? But talking of Business Central and Copilot, I strongly say yes, because it has a built-in governance and policy enforcement. Okay, it has a role-based security, workflow and business rules are properly configured directly into the work frame framework. As well as when Copilot operates within this environment, it respects these control. Anyhow, it has to request, it has to respect. Okay, let's say your company has a rule that any purchase order above 50,000 require managerial approval. Even if Copilot is generating the purchase order or suggesting a vendor, it won't bypass the rule. It will either notify the manager or initiate the approval process automatically, adhering to your company workflow policy. It will ask for approval, but it won't immediately accept it. Okay, and it has a context aware automation as well. It know like what it has to do. Anyhow, it cannot bypass it. And always it's a real-time monitoring alert. Like with Power Automate, you can easily integrate with the Power Automate, with the Business Central telemetry. You can set a real-time alerts. Okay, so it always respect the role-based permission. It uses live contextual data, so you can definitely rely on Copilot with Business Central. Again, I'm highlighting, I'm not telling this for a general Copilot. Okay, you can rely on Copilot with Business Central.
I hope that answers the question. So there is another question. How does Copilot automate repetitive tasks in Business Central?
Okay, so as I showed, you can use the first one is what, you can use the sales order agent. Okay, as of now, the main thing is what the sales order agent, where it will help you. Like, see, if you are receiving an email, But if you are receiving a sales order to your business central, don't know that. But if it is received to your email, you can easily understand that. Okay, that is the first one. That is a sales order agent. The data entry automation is the biggest thing, right? It marketing text, it is easily auto filling the data. It is showing the marketing text to you. And you can even create make, like, probably my expectation is what, moving forward you will be getting a routine report generation as well in the like in the business central. And now we have almost, I think, more than 7 features in Copilot, which really automates your everyday process. You don't want to sit and just think about, if you wanted to write a marketing text about one single item, at least, if you are not using AI, at least it will take 1 hour or 30 minutes for us, right? We have to be very innovative. We have to add the taglines. These are the things which it is immediately giving you based on your data. That itself is, it's a simple automation for you. And your workflow approvals, which is already there in your Power Automate, but of course it will also help you to, Copilot will also suggest you this. And learning process is really fantastic with Copilot in Business Central, because when I started learning Business Central, it was really hectic, because the documentation, because it was that is the time where I started, I think before 4 to 5 years. No Copilot, no AI. So I have to learn everything by myself. I think before 5 to 6 years. But nowadays, even if I'm just launching this Copilot, simply I can just go and ask what is Business Central, how it is actually working. So how can I integrate it? So everything I can just talk to it as a friend and get it right. So that is a big thing.
Okay. So one more question, like what upcoming features are planned for Copilot in Business Center?
Okay, upcoming features, I'll tell you. So you can just go and search for wave 2. Usually Business Central will release 2 waves. Okay, Jan to June will be one wave, and July to December will be the second wave. So if you wanted to find out, it is like you should check for wave 2 2025, because you are asking for the upcoming release. So you can just go and check like wave 2 Business Central 2025. So you can see what's newly planned. Okay. So here you can find, okay, these are, okay, this is 2024. It's still in 2024. 1 minute. I have given 2025, right? Let me just try this 2025. So, okay. So here you have wave 1. Okay, I think wave 2, it should be there. I will drop it. So here you can see July 2025. It's generally available. It's March, from March 7, 2025. It's public preview. That is what sales order agent we just discussed. Okay. And if you just scroll down, it's October. So this is, here you can see wave 1 as well, install. Okay, this is for country and regional. Okay, got it. So Copilot, I think this is what actually planned, and it is already available. Whatever they have planned, it's already in the public preview. Okay, only one thing which is yet to be released in June 2025, which is suggest gas emission in sustainability journal with Copilot. Only this has to be released, and then chat with Copilot to learn how to use installed add-on apps. We already have chat with Copilot, but this is a different one. Okay, these two are yet to release. These two, like chat with Copilot and suggest gas emission. Other than this, if you want to know that everything like development feature, you can see the development feature here. When will be released, how, and here the e-document feature. Like it's actually planned on July 2025 is what the public review itself is on July 2025. So likewise, you can see everything here. I'm just dropping this link in the uh, part. Can you just make it available, because I couldn't. I
Yeah.
just put it in the chat. Yeah.
So another
Is
question.
Copilot customer? Oh, yeah, that is what the question, or
Yeah, yeah.
is Copilot customizable? Okay. As of now, it's not completely customizable. Okay. Because it is inbuilt, and they are just making it as a preview feature, but they have started giving the code compatibility in the Visual Studio Code. Like we can just generate a prompt dialogue or something like a prompt messages here on the Visual Studio Code. Okay, I can just show you if it is available here. So that is actually available, but whatever the features which are now currently here, right? Like whatever I have shown, it is not customizable. Okay, so I'll just see whether it's there. Okay, so the features which I showed today is not possible to be customized, and other than that, you can just try the other options such as use sales. Okay, it's not added here. Prompt. Okay, yeah. You can see here, right? Like if you just use this AL code and try to execute it, you can see a Copilot prompt like dialog box in your Business Central. But though it is under development, like you probably by 2026 you will be getting everything possible. But the existing features are not customizable. You cannot do any changes. It's already written.
Okay, so one last question. What are some challenges businesses face when moving from manual process to AI assisted workflows?
Okay, one of the biggest challenge which I face is what trying to adopt to the new thing. Like we have a mind block as a human. I usually see in many people, like we have a mind block that we will not immediately shift to that because we have to learn again, right? I have to understand what is AI. So for most of the people, they feel like AI is a big terminology which needs a lot of skill and lot of knowledge to understand. No, it is not like that. It's a very simple step. Always the first step makes you very harder, but once if you just get in, like it is easy for you. So I always face that. Like I always face in the sense being a trainer, being a trainer for more than 14 years, I usually see people really don't wanted to immediately change to a new technology. Okay, that is the major challenges which I face. And the second one is might be the version upgrades. Like they don't aware of how what is the version they have to use, the access issues, like where admin has to give you the access. If you are not an admin user, then you should have the access accordingly. Regional wise challenges will be there. So the preview feature will be available for only few regions like immediately. So what happens, my one of my friend from US, she will tell me that I started using it, but I couldn't access it from here. Then I have to just go and check for the preview feature, change the region and everything. I have to do it. So the major challenge I find is what the mindset to learn new things.
So yes, so that answers all the questions and hope you all had a great learning today. So I don't see any more questions coming in, Gomati. So let's call for a wrap then.
Sure.
Thank you, Gomati, for delivering this session at Copilot Chronicles, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Hope you will have a rest of the day great. Thank you all so much.
Thank you all. Bye bye. Have a great evening.